Plus, when the weather is hot, kids are drawn to the water. So how do we make sure they're safe this summer? We have advice from an expert when San Diego Living comes right back. Welcome back to San Diego Living. Don't let family fun at the pool turn into tragedy. BJ Fisher from the American Lifeguard Association joining us this morning to share the tools that save lives. Absolutely. You know, with the heat coming in this week, more people flocking to the beach, it's important that we realize that it's what we have and what we know that's going to make a difference. And BJ, you're from the American Lifeguard Association. You're from Washington, D.C., but you're here right now in San Diego because it's so important that we get this message out. You're doing a nationwide tour. Exactly. 10-city tour across the nation. We do this actually just about this time every summer, reminding parents to keep a watchful eye on their kids because drownings can be prevented if we take the action. So you've got some amazing things that you brought here that we have on the table. Start over here and let's just talk about, you know, this is a bright color. This is something that definitely parents and kids need to know. Tell us all about what we have. Well, you know, when you're talking about water safety, it's what you have and what you know. You need to have proper safety equipment such as the plastic life vest when you're doing out boating or the ring buoys and so forth. We also have a new throwing device that has recently gained U.S. Coast Guard approval. It's more like a frisbee and it has a rope that comes off, trails off of it. I love the name too. Yeah, the retriever. The thing of it is that you have to understand that you have to have the proper safety equipment, and then everyone should know how to swim and they should know how to respond in an emergency. Well, okay, so this brings up a good point. When is the right age to teach kids about swimming? We even support toddler programs to get them at least, if not swimming, but be able to right themselves in case they fall in the water. So even before they can walk, it's fine to introduce them to the water? Absolutely. The earlier the better. Again, there are some aqua programs for infants and so forth that we do endorse. Okay, so here we have one of the life vests, and this one looks like it's more of an adult, but then there's kid sizes too. Correct. We have 850 deaths every year with boating, and you need to make sure that everybody's wearing a proper plastic life vest. It has U.S. Coast Guard approval stamp in the vest itself, and it needs to be sized according to the adult or the child, because if you start wearing these vests, you're going to start saving lives. I know that, of course, we're close to the Pacific Ocean, and a lot of folks go into our water here, but pools are also a big thing in San Diego. Absolutely. You got to remember, when you have a swimming pool, you need to have safe equipment like a reaching pole, a plastic ring buoy, something that's lightweight that everybody can use. You have to have that safety equipment, and everyone needs to know an action plan. So also you should have a phone handy nearby whenever you're around the water and so forth. We also suggest some things here that these are water shoes to protect the kids' feet when they're walking down the shore and so forth at the beach. Plenty of drinking water to keep hydrated in the shatterproof plastic bottles. UV protection. It's a big concern. I come over here, 10 plus the UV index through the week. We were at 11 yesterday. 11. Today will probably be 11 plus. Yes, exactly. A hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, reapplying on a regular basis to make sure the sunscreen is applied. As I'd mentioned before, a cell phone or phone handy in case of an emergency. Emergency contact names and numbers. Any medication that you're on, put it in a resealable plastic bag so it's watertight. We're also suggesting families to start recycling the bags that they're bringing from the stores. Take them back out with the beaches and so forth. Make sure you bring back what you brought with you, maybe an extra piece of litter. Remember, recycle your plastic bags, plastic bottles, because plastics have value. You need to recycle. Yeah, and you know, we have so much plastic now in the ocean. It's horrible. It's an initiative that this individual has to take responsibility to change it. And again, by making sure that you bring back what you brought with you, starting to recycle the plastics and so forth, it makes a big difference. Matter of fact, the American Lifeguard Association has teamed up with Global Lifeguards, which is an organization around the world, and what we're having is it's called Take It Back Plus. We're telling everybody to start taking a plastic bag with them when they're going out to their favorite beach or waterfront area, and make sure they take back what they brought with them, plus an extra piece of litter, because again, by having this as an individual act, taking responsibility, multiplied by many people around the globe, we're going to make a tremendous impact on improving the environment. Yeah, pay it forward. I like it. Absolutely. Okay, so we talked about cell phone, and that's really important because you need to be in instant communication should something go wrong. Talk about this one. I have never seen a waterproof cell phone. Right. This is actually, this is new because what's happened here is this is up down to 3 feet. 30 minutes of submersion for it. But the other thing is that if you don't have the high-tech type of cell phone, you could put it in a resealable plastic bag to keep it water resistant. Where would you get something like that? That's actually by Verizon that they have. They furnish the phones to us because, again, that's something that's new tech that we
we definitely need it in the environment. We're losing our phones all the time with water.
Right. Okay, so this is something that, probably is available right here in San Diego.
Absolutely. Again, your local store. We're not necessarily promoting that type of, but we're trying to make sure that everybody has a cell phone. And the other thing is make sure you know where you are. What address? Because if you call and you're at the beach, letting them know you need the crossroads because they need to be able to respond quickly.
Right, or if you're at a friend's house and maybe I'm in La Mesa, but you don't know the address, that can be dangerous
absolutely,
too.
Absolutely. Also remember, when one of the most important things you need to know is to know how to swim. But the other thing is never swim by yourself. And if you're watching kids, you've got to keep a close eye on the kids at all times because a drowning can happen at any time.
Yeah.
And if a drowning does occur, do not come in direct contact with an active drowning victim. Always try to reach out to them with a reaching pole that I mentioned before. You can extend your reach with a towel or a shirt, something between you and the victim so they don't grab hold of you, or push something like a plastic raft or a cooler, something that floats, or throw them a ring buoy or a throwing device because, again, the rule of thumb is to try to reach, push, throw, but never come in direct contact. So many times we've had a single drowning victim and into a double tragedy.
Yeah. Oh, BJ Fisher, thank you so much for joining us today from the American Lifeguard Association. Some wonderful tips and just definitely going to help keep people summer very safe.
Renee, I tell you, it's a great opportunity. It's what you have and what you know can make a difference.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.